And welcome to Corbellic Studios. I'm Corbellic. Today we're going to be doing a beautiful bald eagle. This one's going to be a colorful bald eagle. I love to paint eagles a lot. Doesn't matter the kind of different designs, either if it's flying, either if it's free flowing or free falling, I just do all kinds of different eagles. This one is going to be like a proud eagle where it's just standing with its chest out, real patriotic like. But this one I'm going to make sure that it's got different colors inside of the feathers. But of course, we're going to have the signature white bald head, right? And yeah, we're just going to have fun with it like that. The whole purpose of these videos is to show you that if I can do it, that you can do it as well. I didn't go to art school. I haven't used any social media or any kind of email list to sell all the paintings that I've sold on eBay. I've sold over 17,000 paintings, and that's just eBay alone. You can check my store out and you can see everything that I've sold. The whole purpose is that I don't think about these paintings. I'm not putting too much thought into it. I don't care about how it looks in the end or any of that stuff. I'm just focused on getting it done. I work in a time frame of 10 to 12 to 15 minutes at the most on a painting. And then that's it. Anything beyond that, it's beyond me and it's out of my control. I can't control the market. And most of my ugliest art out there, it has sold for the most. So it doesn't matter. I always put myself in that mindset too. It's like, I can't judge myself. I need to get my ego out of it and stop trying to have these vanity projects, okay? Because the market is going to love what you put out there. More so, what you're going to find out is that they are buying you. They're not buying the art. They're buying a piece of you. So just let the audience, let the market know who you are. You're a phenomenal person. And yeah, everything is going to be okay when you're creating art. Everything is fine. It's super easy. There's no thought about it. Let's just get into it right now and see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. I never know what's going to happen. But what I do know is that we trust the process. It's going to be beautiful. And then we're going to get on to the next painting. Let's do it. All right, boom. So here we go right here. This is our bald eagle. And you know how I like to work. I like to do the background first, right? So I like to do the background. Let's do a little bit of blue. I'm going to do a little bit of blue for the background, right? Because it's like bald eagle-ish kind of thing, and it's the sky. This one, let's also do a little bit of contrast. So we're going to do like the top is going to be a little bit of blue, and then maybe at the bottom is going to be like a little bit of pinkish. Looking at my palette here, I think I need to create some more light brown, that tan color that I always use. You know, I go through so much of that. Oh yeah. I love when the canvas looks like this. I don't know about you, but this is my favorite when the canvas looks like that. It's just got that different hue of color background, but it's also just easier for me to paint and get into it. All right, now let's just take our trusted heat gun out. We're going to just dry this off so that way we can go into our bald eagle. And boom, as simple as that. All right, now what I'm going to do is just take out our 1/2-inch brush, and then I'm going to sketch it out. You know me, I don't like to sketch it out with a pencil and do too much pre-thought and any of that type of stuff. Just get it done and done. Stop procrastinating. Look, let's just get straight into the money. Let's get straight into that money. Let's do it. That way we can get on to the next painting. Look, and I'm never trying to draw inside the lines. I don't care about the lines, and you shouldn't either, because it's all going to work out. So even when I'm using the projector for references, which we do here, that's how we're able to work so fast. I'm still not focused on whatever the projector's showing me. I'm only working off of it a little bit. It's just giving me kind of a psychological crutch, you know? Yes, of course. I feel like if I could do this without the projector, and I'm sure most of us can too, but there's just something to it when you're working off the projector to feel like you have that assistance with you, to know where you're at with your proportions and to know where you're at with the design and that everything's still going to be okay. I mean, it's always going to be okay anyways, but why not use it? All the greats used it. Leonardo da Vinci used it. Vermeer used it. go. Look at that. So you just have to find your cheats, what I like to say, because all the greats of people who call greats, even in this day and age, whatever art form that's out there, trust me, people are not doing it the way that you think they are. That's just the whole mystique of art. When you think about it nowadays, when you think of they say talented musicians have what? They have a ghost writer. When you think of I mean, just the list goes on, and you just have to find your cheats. But the people who are okay with it and they're comfortable with whatever cheats that they're using or tools that they're using in their life, guess what? They're millionaires or they're billionaires, and they work smarter. And here you are working harder, and you're broke, and you're thinking that it's just going to come to you one day and it's just going to fall from the sky, and it doesn't. That's not how life works. That's not how reality is. And I'm the one who's teaching the truth, who's telling the truth. All right, let's get into this right now. Normally I would let this dry off, but you know what? I'm not going to let it dry off today. I'm just going to go straight into the money. Let's just go straight into the money. Forget drying off. We don't got time for that, right? Not today, we don't. You know why? Because we got to get on to the next painting after this. We got a lot of paintings to do tonight. We got a lot of work to do. I don't want to wait any longer. What waiting? Let's just get straight to the money. That's how you need to say to yourself too when you're working. Like let's get to the money. Other people, when they're spending their time on these vanity projects and these larger pieces, they don't even know if there's any money involved. Most times there's not money involved. You're doing these projects because you're like, ooh, Facebook is going to like this one. My friends that I went to high school with decades ago, they're going to appreciate this one. They're going to call me a real artist. They're not going to buy anything from it, from my website. They're not going to buy anything, but they're going to tell all the friends that I'm a real artist. That stuff don't pay my bills. I used to do stuff like that and just actually care about what people thought, who I went to high school with 20, 30 years ago. I don't know who these people are. Just because we might be connected on Facebook or something like that. I'll let that type of stuff go. That's why I haven't done social media. That stuff is just fake. I'm living in the real world. Give me my monies. Strangers will always show you more love than people who you know in real life. That's why I always say, if you're ever going to have a business, or if you're ever going to, it doesn't even have to deal with this art. I'm just saying in general, if you're ever going to have a business, don't advertise it and show your friends and family. These people, they love you, yeah, but they're human, and there's a human condition where they have to kind of like say things or knock you a little bit, and you won't believe in yourself. I know too many great business owners or too many artists or too many people who had great ideas or great art, but then they didn't go as far as they could have because they were so concerned about what their friends and family would say. But also they would limit themselves to what their friends and family would buy from them or support from them. Ain't that a trip? I remember I used to have some friends, right? And they would be on Facebook complaining that their friends or family wasn't buying their whatever product or wasn't buying whatever their art is. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time, I remember I tried to, this is when I was still in social media and I was stupid, because the thing is, you can't give people advice unless they're open to hear it, unless it's their timing. That's why this is perfect with YouTube, because you were meant to be here. Whatever brought you here, you were meant to be here and listen to this. But you can't give unsolicited advice to even family or whatever because they won't listen, and it'll just come off kind of. That's the only way that I can learn what I need to work on, or if my product is good. Because you'll always have friends and family and people who will tell you that your product is the cat's pajamas, and then you're like, well, if my stuff is so good, how come you're not buying from me? And then they'll say something so simple as, well, I'm broke right now. You know how it is. And then you got no choice to be like, yeah, you're right. I get it. I guess I'll just hold off on my art until you find some money for yourself. But you'll have a stranger who actually has money, and they're in the market for what you're selling or what you're offering. You know what I'm talking about. Any of my business owners out here, or any of my true artists or people who've been doing this for a while, you know what I'm saying. The only time that you'll ever make money, you'll make more money and you'll make more success in your life or real strides once you push your whatever business, your art or anything to the market and not your friends and family. Don't have your success be dictated off of that, or it's never going to happen for you. I guess that's all I was trying to say. But I always go off on these left tangents. All right, let's take the 1 inch out. And do that. And then once they see that you're actually making sales from strangers, then that's when they come out and to support you. And that's okay too, like it's fine. It's nothing really to be like looking down on these people for or anything like that. It's just human nature. It's okay. That's why you have to prove it to yourself first outside of the market of who you are, and don't look for the easy validation from people who have to tell you these things because they still want to be your friend or whatever the dynamic of your family situation is. You can put people in awkward situations by expecting them to support something of yours that maybe they don't really like all like that, but they're like, but you're a good person. All right. There's our painting right there. And then look at that. Isn't that fun? That's our beautiful bald eagle right there. Just a fun painting right there. Like I said, we just really get on to the next one. All right. So we get on to the next one. If you want to learn how to do this for yourself, if you want to learn how you could also just be creative and then do this in a short period of time, flip it, put it up on eBay, click the link below, join us in the free eBay art community, and I'm going to see you in the next one.